here we are at the start of another day, and it's a very chilly morning this morning. We're, I don't know, maybe 40 degrees if we're lucky. We started our fire today, and behind me is all the stuff that we dropped on the ground. I don't know if you can see the ground, but all the wood and stuff that we've dropped, and we're gonna cut that up and get that out of here. And it's supposed to rain this evening. We felt a couple of drops already, but the sky's pretty dark. But we've got a lot of work to do before the rain actually comes, so we're gonna get to it. When we first arrived on this property and I was taking the videos, which has been a couple of months now, I talked to you about the thorns, and I told you that it made me feel like it was where God had sent the people out of the Garden of Eden, and that they were going to have to work the land with thorns and thistles. But as we've been cutting down these trees, and I've been looking at these branches with all the thorns, my mind is now drifted off to Jesus's crucifixion. And I wonder, when we look at these thorns and how big they are, and we think about the thorns that Christ had on his head in the crown, what kind of thorns were they? Were they like this, where they were very long with other little protrusions out of them? And it really just kind of brings you to the reality of how painful that was when you have a crown of these type of thorns. I never saw this thorn of crowns as something really, with little thorns. I thought about rose bushes maybe, but not something so dramatic as what I'm seeing here all across this yard. Some of the thorns are really, really big. Some of the thorns are tiny. And it just kind of brings to light the reality of Christ's crucifixion and the pain that he endured, just for people like us, you and me, and it's just crazy. Look at some of the thorns on this. Ouch! I better put my glove back on. Look at some of the thorns on this. That's a thorn, not a branch, a thorn. Branch, thorn, and they're all over this thicker trunk. And here you can see one that does a T. These are just crazy, and they just keep getting bigger. There are some that are just well, that one is almost as big as my hand, and but Lee saw one that was almost as big as his hand. He's got a pretty big hand. Just a little bit more left to do. Well, another full day is behind us, and we got all of those trees that fell and all the branches cut up and put away, and Lee dropped another tree today. We took care of that, and all the smoke behind us is our fire over here. The wind's kicked up, the fire's dying down, so we've got a lot of smoke. And so anyway, we're done for today. God bless.